The Pony, the Pig, and the Black and White Cat. A poem and illustrations by Dan Dean. The Pony, the Pig, and the Black and White Cat all lived on Old Man Winslow's farm. Well groomed and well fed, they had nice cozy beds, so carefree and quite safe from harm. The pony was strong. Though his legs were not long, he loved to just run in the sun. But he disliked Cat, who just slept on her mat, and only at night would have fun. The pig was a brute, for his food he would root, to wallow in mud was his goal. But Pig thought that Pony was full of baloney. He called him a fool of a foal. Cat craved excitement. The coming of night meant that it's time to hunt and explore. But Piggy was lazy, and that drove her crazy. She thought of him as just a bore. One day, way up high in the dusky blue sky, there hovered a huge metal bird. The pony, the pig, and the black and white cat were too startled to utter a word. Broad ray of light, warm, yellow, and bright, washed over the three like a tide. A strong wind then blew, as away the bird flew, leaving the three terrified. Then Pony gazed down with his face in a frown, and he tried his best to say, "Wow! Now I am a cat," he confusedly spat, and his whinny came out as meow. Cat saw her body by Pony, and thought she, "Oh my, this is very surreal. It's as if she were standing outside her fur, with meows sounding just like a squeal." Pig looked all around and then stared at the ground, for he didn't know what to say. His pig body sat down below with the cat, and his oinks sounded just like a neigh. As a piggy, the cat didn't waste time on chat. She bounded off right through the gate. The pig felt resigned as he trotted behind, and the pony, he loudly mewed, "Wait!" Then Pony, he purred, "We must follow that bird and make it give our bodies back. Everything's black where it ought to be white, and white where it ought to be black." So the pony, the pig, and the black and white cat set off for places unknown. They were not aware what they might find out there, but each was glad they weren't alone. "First, Pony," Cat said, "you must fight down your dread and climb to the top of this tree. Just use those sharp claws that come out of my paws, and with height you'll see what you can see." So with a great lurch Pony climbed up a birch and left his fears down far below. He saw the bird perched on the hill near the church, and so knew just where they should go. "These cat legs are short," Pony mewed with a snort. "My leaps are so lame it's absurd." Pig whinnied, "Climb on, for soon he'll be gone, and we have to get hold of that bird." At sight of a wall so long and so tall, they lost hope of catching that birdie. But Cat, as a pig, underneath she did dig, no longer scared to get dirty. On the wall's other side, the cat's piggy eyes spied a door from her travels she knew. She just had to scratch the old metal latch to usher the other two through. When the three reached the hill where the birdie sat still, a ramp came down from its belly. They slowly drew near and fought off their fears, though their legs turned into jelly. A hatch opened wide in the metal bird's side, and a green creature loudly did say, "Yak is my name, and through space-time I came, from a galaxy far, far away." "We're pleased to meet you and happily greet you," mewed Pony. "Now may I suggest you help us revert to the way that we were, for that's why we have come on this quest." "Where I'm from, you see, all the ponies climb trees. Cats love mud and pigs eat hay," said Gak. "But with my brain ray, without further delay, I'll gladly change you all back." The light shone again, and it swapped the three friends, and all was back just like it was. Gak took to the sky without saying goodbye, leaving them on their own hooves and paws. As the three hiked the same way back home whence they came, they heard a small laugh from the cat. "I've caught, I must say, a few birds in my day, but never one as strange as that." "Your night exploration's all over creation," neighed Pony to Cat with a smile. "Used to seem silly, but now I think really some things you have learned are worth while." "And I must admit I just didn't get how Pig can so love to wallow," mewed Cat. good luck that pig bodies like muck, or you two could not have followed." "Well, I realize," oinked Pig, "why it's wise for Pony to gallop and trot. If he wasn't able to run round the stable, that bird might have never been caught." They continued to talk the whole length of their walk until all of them passed the fence rail. They smiled again to be back in their skins and not wagging each other's tail. So the pony, the pig, and the black and white cat, though different as three friends can be, all now get along and together belong. That's one thing on which they agree. The end.